It's almost 11. It's getting late. I need a ride. Sorry, I'm off for the night. I'll pay you double. Scott, is everything all right? It's fine. Lock the door. You're burning. Your health hasn't been well these past days. You need to take off. I'll be fine. Let me get the medicine. Scott leaned on the couch, relieved to be home, safe and sound. His son rushed to him. Dad, look at my drawing. You're not asleep yet? No, it was movie night. Scott took the paper, only to be startled by what he saw. What is this? Why did you draw this? What happened? What is this? Why is Luke drawing all this? It looks like a creature. He's a kid, Scott. He was watching some horror movie. Must have got ideas from there. Exasperated, Scott let out a deep sigh. Ever since he moved from the city to this small town with his family, unusual things have been happening with him. For years working as a cab driver in New York City, he was able to save up some money and decided to buy a house in this small town in upstate New York. He thought, living here, at least, he wouldn't have to worry about the rent anymore. But trying to make a living upstate was not easy. Business isn't like the city here. The nights are long and lonely. It's better not to drive after 11. Scott continued working as a cabbie, but he was struggling to make ends meet. In this town, rarely did people need a cab. And there was not a lot of tourists or travelers. So many people tonight? It wasn't all this. About a week ago, Scott noticed an unusual rush of visitors. He soon found out there was a winter carnival being hosted in town, and people from all over the states were visiting. So Scott thought, the night of the carnival opening, he would wait there and try to pick up as many customers as possible. After dinner that night, Scott went to bed. But no matter how much he tried, he couldn't sleep. Getting out of bed, he began strolling in the room when he noticed someone outside the window. It was the same man. Laura stirred in bed, a little surprised to see it was empty beside her. She looked at Scott by the window. He looked frightened, almost frozen. "Scott, what happened? What is it?" "That man. I think that man is following me." Concerned, Laura looked out the window, but there was no one. The streets were absolutely empty, not a soul in sight. The snow was pouring heavily out, and the winds were so heavy. No one in their right mind would be out at this time of the night. "What? Who? It's 1 a.m., Scott. There's no one out here. And in this weather?" Scott was losing his mind. He sat down on the bed and Laura looked at him worried. "Scott, tell me. What's bothering you? What happened that night?" "It was nothing. 2 guys got in the car. They wanted to mug me, but somehow I escaped." "Scott, they warned you not to work at night. It's not safe." "I know, but don't worry about the money. We'll manage on whatever you make during the day. Nothing is more important than your safety, Scott." After that night, Scott decided he would wrap up work after evening and come home. The next day, dropping off his last customer, it was about 5 p.m. Days were short here, and it got dark quickly. Scott headed on his way back home, but he was soon halted, seeing an old woman on the street looking for a cab. It was piercing cold outside, and the old woman stood, staring onto the road. "Son, would you please drop me off?" "Sure, get in." As the old woman sat inside, Scott asked her, "Where are you headed?" "It's a distance from here, son." Strangely, the GPS failed to recognize the woman's address. "I must be getting it wrong, but I can show you the way." Following the woman's direction, Scott drove a little far into town and stopped in a rather isolated area. There was nothing around here. They were surrounded by the dense woods, not a house in sight. "Are you sure this is the place?" "Yes, son." The old woman opened the door, but as she was getting out, she lost her balance and fell in the snow. Scott quickly got out to help her. "Are you all right?" "I'm all right." The night of the winter carnival, Scott met a young woman, Jean. Jean was a city girl. She had moved upstate for college and was living at the dorm here. It was here she met Blaze. Blaze was a little different. He was eccentric, cold. He was a local, not a student. But somehow, the two ended up enjoying each other's company and became friends. That night, Jean decided to come to the carnival with Blaze. There were all sorts of games, rides, and shows at the carnival, and Jean was having a rather good time. But Blaze, passing through the carnival, took Jean by the creekside. That was the first time she was introduced to his friends. How can they move like this? How are they eating like that? Why did Blaze bring me here? What are they? Is he one of them? Does he want me to be like them? As the night got darker, Jean realized why Blaze was so peculiar. They were not human. Afraid for her life, that night, finding an opportunity, Jean ran past the carnival. And fortunately, she found Scott waiting outside. Where to? They're after me. I have to leave town immediately. I can't go back to the dorm. They'll come for me there. Then where do you want me to take you? Scott managed to drop off Jean at a relative's house, about 3 hours away. Please don't tell anyone where I am. Don't worry. Scott was quiet about Jean, but after that night, he noticed those people were coming after him. Could have done something like this. Need help? No, it's all right. Or the other day, when he picked up a woman. Taxi. Where do you want to go? To the town. So, where did you drop off Jean? I don't know any Jean. And then, the night he picked up the two guys. We're going to the lakeside. What a nice car. Must have cost you a fortune. You know what? Take a turn here. I thought you guys wanted to go to the lakeside. We're halfway there. It's okay. Take the turn. But this route will take double the time. It's fine, man. Come on. You know, you talk way too much. Get off. Do you have someone to go back home to? What do you want? Why don't you tell me what you want? Your child to have a father? Your wife to have a husband? Or you to have this car? My family. Then don't be foolish. What are you? Scott stared at the old woman holding on to him. He felt the pain from her nails in his chest. And that was when he noticed the others. Looking into the snow and the cold gust, Scott saw the two men and the woman. Who are you people? What are you people? She doesn't know she has to be one of us now. But what about you? What are you going to do? Scott woke up with a headache, a burning pain in his chest. He opened his eyes to see he was at the hospital. Scott, you're up. Thank goodness you're all right. What happened with you? Mr. Jameson, your reports have come in. You had an anxiety attack. You lost consciousness. Fortunately, someone discovered you and brought you to the hospital. What? Was the man tall? Wearing a long coat? A tattoo of a wolf on his arm? Yes. Thank heavens for him. Who knows what could have happened to you? Who were they?
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.